Hello and welcome to something a little bit different. Welcome to Void Bastards. This is a game, I believe, right up my alley. I primarily play games of strategy, games that are kind of roguelike-y, and games that are somewhat simulatory, so I think this game is going to be right up my, my alley and, basically my forte. This game is made by Blue Manchu Games. Their last game was COD Hunter, which I believe was their first game, and I had a lot of fun with that. So I'm hopeful for this. I've played a little bit of it, just like the tutorial level, to get a feel for it, to figure out, if this is something I want to have on the channel. And I decided, yeah, this game is pretty awesome. So I'm gonna hit new game. I'm not gonna continue what we have. Starting a new game will erase your previous game. Are you sure you wish to continue? Yes. Dude, I love the presentation in this game. So Iron Man and restriction. I think restrictions are kind of like challenges. I think these are unlocked after you beat the game. The game is meant to be like 12 to 15 hours, I think. Let the introduction play out.
Well, file a 61p to head office. Unfulfilled delivery of resources.
If it's in the Sargasso Nebula, clients have all been lost anyway, eh?
Yeah, I think so. Let's log off and get rat-arsed instead.
Love the strange Britishisms, or faux Britishisms of this game. It's got some strange, like, I mean, you'll hear them. A bunch of different dialects and stuff from Britain, and a lot of strange idioms, like, or not idioms, I guess, colloquialisms, like rat-arsed. The Sargasso Nebula, 283 light years away.
Whoops-a-daisy.
And we're already in.
It looks like you've run out of bullets. Ammunition requests can be filed at the Void Ark. Oh dear, return to the Void Ark is currently prohibited. This prohibition will be lifted when you obtain the line printer, or in the event of your death.
Alright, so the FOV in the game seems a little bit squished, but that's just, I think, because of the 2D model nature of the... In a lot of video games, the way the perspective is handled is you have a 3D model in front of the gun, where only this stuff you can actually, or in front of the player perspective, and the only stuff you can actually see is modeled. So, for example, if you look at Half-Life 2, the way the guns there are modeled, you'll only see the side that is facing the player. The rest of it is not actually textured and modeled. But yeah, in this, I think it's just a 2D model, or like a 2D like thing, just slapped into your face, which is why it seems a bit squished. But the FOV is on 85 right now, so it should be good. I like how when you start out, this is the perspective you're given, and all you see is this logo, which I think it bears no real significance. I think it's based on the ship manufacturer, and then you've got this line which pulls your attention left. You also, the second you start looking around, you see this very bright green light with this like, glow around it. Right click, green door panel. So I mean, we knew that we had to use this. The game design, the level design already guided us towards it. And you got a health bar in front of what seems like an enemy. A janitor. I don't know why they're floating. Wonder if there's some sort of like lore-wise reason for that. Right click white panel to unlock. We also could sort of reason ourselves to that already. All we really needed for us to, accomplish this is to know that we need to hit the right click button to interact. This is...
Did you know the line printer is likely located in the admin cubes?
I love the aesthetic of this game. I love the, the leaves being blown in here. Imagine, so these are the tubes that are meant to carry all the files and stuff. I'm not quite sure how this works, but you see the files, or the tubes are broken and the files are spilling out. They've been stacked into like heaps here. It's really cool. Alright, let's see. Tab to open the map. We are Bailey A. Different person than, I think, different person than the one I played as in my initial run through this tutorial. But they still have the same offense. So we are a prisoner, and our offense is jaywalking. Got a sentence to whatever. In terms of like what kind of game this is, it's kind of hard for me to pinpoint. I can tell that it is a kind of a like a immersive sim type of game, harkening back to something like System Shock. And in fact, I did get a 25% off code because of owning System Shock. Yeah, this is the right way. There's a screw and some juves. The screw walks on the ground, the juves are hovering. Oh, I think I know. So they're hovering when, I think these have spotted me, but the screw hasn't. And you saw one of them wasn't hovering, and now he's hovering. I think that's an indicator of them having spotted me. Let's see if this guy starts hovering now. Yeah, he does. So I guess that indicates whether or not they've seen me. Shift to sprint, very standard FPS controls. I made noise there, but sometimes I'm not making noise.
OH&S regulations
Seems like kind of random.
require you to avoid being incinerated by gunpoints.
We've also got an O2 counter in the top there, so a timer for us to finish the missions. Uh-oh. That's an automated turret called a gunpoint, and they're kind of nasty. Yeah, it's this game, it has like roguelite-esque mechanics, but it's not a roguelike. At least not from what I can tell. It's... Yeah, we can see items on the map there. Green stuff can be looted. We got a scriber, which, oh boy, which I believe is mostly... Fucking hell. Is mostly intended as crafting materials. Something over there. There's something over there as well. Don't like how like sometimes the camera jerks when I turn corners here. Oh, got it. Something over here as well. Just a bunch of pens. It's also cool because we go in here and then we can see the enemy like safely, get a good look at them. See, there's a button there which I haven't actually seen before. Might be able to override the turret there. I don't know. Like if you sneak up on it or something.
Well done.
Merits, line printer, and optics.
This requisition of a line printer in your parole hearing. Return to the Steve is now recommended.
Because we gotta go there again. I like how the ships have kind of, I mean, not necessarily realistic designs, but they have designs that you can make sense of. It reminds me a lot of, if you played tabletop role-playing games, some of the classic sci-fi... Oh, bug. Okay.
A vessel associated with dangerous occurrences is approaching. Might I suggest a rapid evacuation?
Alright, let's go then. I'll finish that little tangent when we get to safety.
The vessel is docked, and dangerous occurrences are now imminent.
Looks like we lost some survivors.
Got paid to unlock this.
Clear the ship.
Alright, let's go. Open the door, open the door, open the door. 5. Oh, never mind, we're dead.
Excellent. Return to the Void Ark is now
Excellent.
Issue more bullets to replacement client.
Please do, yeah. Don't worry, the game expected you to die. It's also a teaching moment. Lets us learn that death is acceptable and it will happen. This is so cool.
Discarding unregistered acquisitions. Retrieving loaned weapons.
That's stuff we've stolen, I guess? Yeah. That's like loot we got, so we lost the loot.
Return to Void Ark.
But it kept our gun, which we had on us there. Like retrieving loaned weapons. Also kind of a cool teaching moment. Teaches you the game mechanics without like explicitly telling you. I'm really digging this game if you can't tell. PAL backpack busies itself with paperwork.
T-45 filed. Steve cleared for docking.
Right, gotta get that permit A38. Location Sargasso Nebula, cargo 1 million F-Dried penal clients. Adrift, all hands lost.
OH&S violations have resulted in a premature end-of-life situation. Recruiting replacement client. Issuing WC.
So we're now Stevens C, who is a smoker who randomly coughs, alerting enemies. So I like this. You've got randomly generated traits, like negative traits as well. Empty, starving, that's going to be filled up with this food. And fuel, empty. Merit, more cash. I'm not quite sure how this works. I think it's only used for, like you spend them in the runs, basically.
Congratulations. You have been selected to assist with an emergency staff turnover.
Thank you.
Welcome to your induction seminar. Unauthorized persons have boarded this vessel.
Of the terrified look.
Inoperative. Your action item. Restart the FTL drive. Okay, I need to see your citizen card to authorize the restart. Oops. As a WCG penal client, your citizen card has been shredded. Don't worry, you'll find parts to construct another one from on nearby vessels. The parts you need are a line printer and an ID card. Once you have
I'm guessing we didn't
parts,
get the
you can assemble them on the Steve's workbench.
Guessing we didn't get the line printer from that run then, since we died. We need to get a citizen card. Get a line printer and an ID card. So this is our loadout, or like our workbench where you can upgrade stuff. And currently we only have the regulator. We can't upgrade anything because we don't have any of these components. These components can be built with parts which we find on the run. So we saw like pens and stuff. Pens, I believe, become plas, I think. Yeah, basically all these things you collect are basically melted into component parts, which you then use to build. I guess those are parts and these are components, maybe? I'm not quite sure. By the way, inoperable after a pirate attack, the WCG Void Ark floats helplessly in the Sargasso Nebula. The BAX requires a human with a valid citizen card to restart the FTL drive, so we need to get that.
Please follow the bouncing arrow to the line printer.
By the way, I want to take a moment to say, okay, so yeah, we've got the map here. This looks very FTL-esque. If you've played Faster Than Light, a very, very good, critically acclaimed roguelite. We can rest here to heal, and we can dock, but if we select here, we can jet directly to it, burning 1 fuel and eating 1 food. So you need food and fuel for each, time you travel. I just wanted to say, if this game seems interesting to you, I've got a link in the description where you can buy it from the Humble Bundle store. This game is published by Humble Bundle, which is kind of cool. If you buy it with a link in the description, I will get a small cut of the profits, or cut of the proceeds or whatever. Like, I'll get a small cut of it, because it's like an affiliate link thing. And you'll also, obviously, you'll get a Steam key or whatever key Humble Bundle is able to provide. And you'll support charity, because you get to pick like a charity to donate to, which also does not cost any extra to you. Currently, it's the link I've got in the description is set to support Wikipedia, but you can support whichever source of charity that you want to. Alright, let's go to the Pack Buzz Skiff Stellar Fury. Jet.
Did you notice requisitioning it would not be substantively illegal?
Whoops, I hit my mute button, which also coincidentally is a mouse button. It's mouse 5, which also coincidentally is any key which skips dialogue, sadly. Right, so we need to keep traveling eastwards, or I don't know, galactically rimwards or whatever this is, and try to get to try to get to this line printer. We want to dock though, we want to get more supplies. We're out of fuel, so we literally cannot travel anywhere, so we need to get fuel from this place. From the Stellar Fury, a Pack Buzz Skiff. Pack seems like the faction, and that's the name, and the Buzz Skiff seems to be the ship type, maybe? That's a Buzz Frigate, and that's a Buzz Skiff, so that might be Like the size, maybe? Don't know. Or buzzbox might be the ship type. Who knows? Maybe we'll learn. Features, bushwhackers, and vaults. Let's bring our firearm. Murdering all citizens is not required. Distress to a CNT executive. I have a feeling, considering all the Britishisms, that probably means something.
Warning.
Probably a missing letter.
Calls citizens to assume irregular forms. I'm sure no one would blame you for murdering them.
Awesome. Stellar Fury is like some Warhammer 40k shit. Alright, let's go. Sandwich. Bench sandwich. Okay, so I just coughed there because of my negative traits. Oh, cool, you can see the solar panels. But yeah, well...
Fuel and part locations can be downloaded at the helm.
Well, that's a dead janitor, I guess. I think he attacked me first, so... And also, he did say I'm allowed to murder citizens, so we're good. There's no oxygen here, as you can probably hear, and you can also see in the top. What if there's oxygen here? In the airlock. No, so the timer always ticks down when inside a ship. But this is an oxygen machine. And I can use it to refill oxygen. I'm not going to use it yet. You can also spend merit to extend your oxygen supply. Wonder if there's a way to turn on subtitles. I haven't seen any. I did have a look. I didn't see any, but I didn't know that the announcement or the announcer that you can hear over the speakers, which might have some very hilarious jokes considering the humor and tone of this game.
Given your capabilities, an attempt to murder him would almost certainly fail.
Oh, he's saying I'm shit, so I shouldn't try to kill him. So his name is Red, which I'm guessing means that he is too difficult for me to handle. Also, pulling back the veil a little bit here, or pulling back the curtains a little bit, I did try to kill him by basically doing this and shooting and, like that. The first time I played this, and I completely ran out of ammo. So I'm not going to do that this time. This time I'm instead going to play the game as I'm suggested I play the game. This is to the buzz, launches things into the void. Like an airlock. There's a janitor inside here. Is there anything else inside? Or... Okay, cool. So, here... I'm gonna loot this. Okay, we got the buzz box, so we got the objective.
Perhaps you could look for some.
Or... Oh no, we need some fuel actually, that's true. Okay, so this is the immersive sim part of the game, and this is something I like. So if there's a function, like a functional part of the ship, you can use it in a variety of ways. So this thing, I think the bus box here has two exits, or yeah, two entrances / exits. So what you in theory could do is you can run in and bait an enemy inside, lock them inside, and then launch them out into space. It's very cool. Okay, now we need fuel. Buzz launch zone. No loitering. Danger. Something over there. I think it might be like security systems controls or something. Oh yeah, sec. Shuts down security systems. I haven't encountered any problematic security systems yet, so we might be able to sneak in, by the way, and steal whatever's in that locker. I don't know if it's going to be worth it. Okay, this is the FTL. We haven't been to the helm.
Oxygen at 50%.
Alright, 50% oxygen. Updated map. Okay, cool. So now we can see all the loot on the ship. You can see that all the fuel is in the FTL section, which I guess makes sense. FTL/engine compartment. Yeah, so the RPG thing I was saying, which I completely forgot about. Also, hover, we can see indicators for sounds that we can hear, so that's the sound of the screw here hovering. But yeah, the RPG thing that I just completely forgot about that I was talking about. The ship layout here reminds me a lot of how you would have ship layouts for or just like ship blueprints or whatever, for the Traveler role-playing game from the 70s, which is basically the grandfather of most sci-fi role-playing games, I guess.
Or asphyxiated.
Let's grab all this fuel and get out of here. The game itself inspired a bunch of other games and stuff, and I believe even Firefly, the television show, was based on Joss Whedon's Traveler campaign. If I'm not completely, you know, whiffing that one, little, oh my god. Anecdote? It's not an anecdote. Little piece of trivia, I guess. Oh fuck, I left some loot. 2 minutes, let's just go, grab it, let's grab it. That's a lot of merits. I hope that was actually worth it. I mean, it's 15-second run, of course it's worth it. Okay, let's go. Return to Steve. You can leave a vessel whenever you want. Oh, never mind. Probably said something like, as long as you're alive. So we got AAA batteries, a finger, and 2 hole cards. Those are like punch cards, I guess, employee punch cards. Salvage audited. In accordance with the WCG regulations, all items transferring to the Steve locker. Stow it. Okay, so now we got some food and stuff, and this gets recycled into its component materials. And we can create the Bushwhacker. So that's a bomb that you can toss down to the ground. It's like a proximity mine.
Don't worry. Other clients will make good use of any items you've constructed.
There's got kind of a rogue legacy kind of thing going on, where when you die, you've made a permanent progression and stuff that, you know, your next of kin, I guess, picks up.
Unauthorized persons have boarded these vessels and requisitioned parts from them in an unauthorized fashion.
Sounds very unauthorized. So we can go to WCG therapy brig. And that has therapy, which is a machine that can remove or give traits. So I kind of want to go there. We also got bushwhackers, volts, and builds nothing out of buzzbox. That's what we already use, so we might not need that. I've never seen a spook or a senior scribe. Nebula storm, citizens from a deeper depth. Oh, so this is levels of the dungeon, quote unquote. So this is like difficulty levels. So these guys are probably higher difficulty enemies, because of this modifier here. Undermined authority, authorizations cost no merits, and smoky, lots of smoke. There's only screws on this, and screws are hard. Got a latex seal. And that's got a stapler. Or a FTL nozzle that builds a stapler. So we know that this builds something, and it builds a weapon. So we're gonna go here. Wonder what that indicator there is. Oh, it indicates that there is a thing here that we can get, which constructs into something, I think. We'll probably go here as well, afterwards. Right, let's dock. Let's bring our gun. Okay, so we have 1 firearm and 1 indirect. So that's the bushwhacker here. We got 8 uses of it. When I played in the, the test game, I got 14. So already a bunch of like emergence and randomness, which I'm a big fan of. Number keys, select weapon. Yep. 1 for the regulator, 2 for the bushwhacker. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 2 for the bushwhacker. Like how the spacesuit has a bowler hat. And even a tie. That's wonderful. Oh, squelch. There's a lot of smoke in there. I don't know what's in there, so I'm actually just gonna lock this. That way we can't get attacked from behind. Dude, these helmets are really cool. That's the kind of helmet I'm wearing right now. Oh, this is a prison barge. This has got those helmets and everything. So we've got Today in the Tombs, Continental Breakfast at 8. High Pressure Hose Down at 8:05. Blunt Force Therapy at 12. Compulsory Gene Therapy at 14. Dinner at 18. And Lights Out at 20. Or at 8. Don't know what that is. I think it might be an enemy spawner? I don't know. Or like a way for enemies to teleport between parts of the level. There's nothing really in here. I'll keep the door open though, in case an enemy runs in. We might be able to lock them inside. Like walking into this, nothing really happens. Oh, that's an enemy. A Juve. The weaker enemies. He heard me. Called me a fuckface? He's dead.
Failure to provide maximum cooperation to WCG guards.
Keep coughing, which alerts the Jews. My aim is garbage. I think there might be some, like a slight, Okay, that one I missed. But I think shots sometimes don't go directly onto the crosshair. Which is kind of strange. It's a, I mean, this game isn't an FPS in the traditional sense. This is not all about, you know, snapshotting and stuff. So I guess that's fine. Okay, so you got gen, power generation. What are they calling me? It's incredibly rude. Oh god, close, 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 close. I think I blew them all up. Yes, I did. Nice. Keep locking doors behind us. Power is on, so if power is off, we can use this to turn it on. We do gotta hurry a little bit because we are on a timer. Oil. If you walk into this, you start sliding. Show you. You also kind of become a little bit faster, I think. You gain a bunch more momentum, which I think might be a mechanic you might, like, be able to utilize or, like, exploit. To your advantage, I mean. Tourist, that's an enemy. They explode. But you can do this. Oh! Yeah, there we go. You can bait them into exploding so that, because, like, they stop when they start exploding. Kind of like the suicide grunts in Halo.
WCG imposes severe penalties for self-asphyxiation. You can requisition supplementary oxygen in Atmo modules.
Yeah, we'll probably have to go to Atmo. Grab some oxygen. Let's not miss this loot spot again. Okay, so that's the FTL nozzle. That's the thing we wanted. So technically we can leave now. Oh boy. The tourists generally aren't a problem unless you make them a problem. Okay, cool. So we can deposit loot we've gotten here to get merits. Again, I don't really know the full value of merits. That's something we'll have to discover as we play. We need to get to Atmo. We can go through here. We did lock this door, but I'll unlock it again. The tombs, there's Atmo. Got something behind there, so I'm gonna lock the door. I think there's one in there with us. You can extend atmosphere with merits there. We haven't been to break room. We want to go to the gene therapy room to fix our smoker trait. Oh boy, that's a gun. Oh god, okay, that's a gun point, yeah. I did not see that. So we can turn that off there with the security terminal. But only for 45 seconds. Okay, but that might be enough. Authority too low. How do you get higher authority? I wanted to shut this down or something, or like hack it. I don't know if you can do that with this. So that might be a measure of authority there. We're on a timer though for that to come back, so I'm just gonna... Okay, there's nothing more to lose in here. Can you shoot this? You can, but I don't know if they break. I don't want to waste bullets. Oh, that's a lot of tourists. I think damage that you take is kind of semi-permanent, so whenever you take it, you gotta like spend food to repair it. Or to heal, rather. Okay, so that is not a part of the hitbox. It's good to know. Slag. You called me a loser. A foon. In the future, foons or sporks are foons. There's an alternate airlock. It might be that the you might end up actually boarding from that direction, I guess, depending on how the game generates the map. Again, this like weird pool of stuff. Okay, so this is the gene therapy thing. So we can remove smoker, add sixth sense, can see enemies on map, or add infiltrator, move slowly or more slowly detected by peepers and gunpoints. Dude, this one seems super good though, because then you can plan out stuff way better. I'm gonna grab this one instead of removing smoker. We might be able to find another oh yeah, that's a spawner. We might be able to find another one like that. Oh, yeah, we can even see it on the map. That, yeah, I'm guessing that is the spawner, and then you can see the gunpoint is over there. Okay, we gotta run. Oh fuck, okay. I want to explore the helm, but we can go from this direction. Oh, I almost closed the door on myself. Luckily that doesn't kill you. Now we can see all the loot. So break room and the tombs. Alright, so one shot causes tourists to explode. Does seem like headshots do critical damage in this. Okay, there's another tourist down the hall, but we might not have to kill it. Probably avoid it. Dude, we got a lot of bullets back. There's like a security checkpoint then, considering there's so many bullets and stuff. Oh, and that was actually dropped by the enemy. A rifter nuclei.
At 50%.
Oh my god, we have so many bullets.
Failure to provide maximum cooperation to WCG guards is punishable by
Zap charges. So these seem to be ammo for different types of weapons. Weapons that we do not yet have. We can see an enemy on the map there, and we can see this is the spawner that it came from. Oh boy. Okay. Or it could have been, that one was already on the map earlier. Nothing in here. We can see it on the map. There's something camping next to the exit. The tourist. But we should be good to go. Actually, we could check the break room. Let's try to make a run for the break room. We've got 3 minutes. Generally, I think you're meant to... Oh. You're meant to plan out your route. I probably should not have shot that one while it was that close. You're meant to plan out your route and try to take the most optimal route to get the most loot in the shortest amount of time possible, because the more time you spend here, the more time you have to make mistakes. So this removes radiation, oil, or nausea. So it's a toilet, shower, and like radiation decontamination. What's this? Drink tea. One use available. So this is a British, or this game has a lot of Britishisms. So I'm guessing this probably gives you like. Please, you. I love his dialect. I'm guessing this gives you some sort of like superpowers, dude. It's even got a fucking sugar spoon ready and everything. Drink builder's tea. 15 merits. Okay, so we've got all the stuff here, so I'll drink the tea just to see what it is. So we drank it. Caffeinated, triple damage. Yep, that's a superpower boost. We got tea powers, dude. Alright, let's go back to Steve. Okay, so you can jetpack past vessels, you don't actually need to go to every vessel it's set on the loading screen. Cool, so we got the FTL nozzle. We're gonna stow all of our shit, recycle, get the component parts, and workbench. Okay, there's the stapler, let's build it. We've now got another weapon.
Your KPIs are really trending up.
My KPIs, my CPM, my SEOs. Price of shredding blast of 6 staples, so that is a burst fire gun or something? This is the one that's on the menu. Parts, nothing we can build here. Bio, now we got the 6th sense thing here. Rehydration approved, cool. Dude, I like this game. This is really, really up my alley.
Those deep lacerations PAL detects are, no doubt, uncomfortable. Did you know that emergency medical care is available in Zonox vessels?
Okay, so this is the healing tutorial. Yeah, let's rest. So that means we ate, we lost 1 food, and we gained 25 health. And our health is now at 164 or 166 out of 400. So that's actually really bad. We took a lot of unnecessary damage that time. We might be able to get 4 to 8 food there. It could be good so that we can heal up, but then we'd have to go through here because I don't think you can travel backwards. We'd have to go to this one, which has the latex seal, which I don't know what that's for. I want to go to this one though. It does have food in it, so we might get some here. And there's only janitors. I don't know how hard they are to fight. Either way, now that would be in a future video, if we make one. So if you enjoyed this video, then please let me know. If you would like to see more videos on this game, please let me know. And if you'd like to see more content like this on the channel, please let me know. If you're interested in reaching out to me, there is a link in the description to my Twitter. We have a community Discord, and there's also a link to my Patreon if you'd like to support me, which is of course not necessary at all. In addition, there's also a Humble Bundle affiliate link, in which you can purchase this game from the Humble store. The game is published by Humble Bundle, and if you purchase it with that link, I will get a small cut, and it will not cost anything extra for you. So it's basically like an all-around, helps everyone. In addition, you also do support a charity of your choice when you purchase with Humble Bundle. You can choose whichever charity you want to. The link in the description is set to support Wikipedia because I think what they do is very important and kind of in the general sort of niche that a lot of my, the games I play occupies. Like Wikipedia has a lot of really interesting and good articles, in my opinion, on history. And because of that, I think, and because I play a lot of history games, I think Wikipedia is a good charity to support. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else to say. If you like this, let me know. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.